what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video. And what?
What?
Well, what happened?
I didn't say help.
Another video. Today we got NFL Beast Picks Week 2 predictions. Joining me, Rainy48 is here doing
That's
those
me.
picks. Yep, as you with the Wolf Pack.
No, that's the new wing order.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there. All righty. So yeah, we're back. See right here. So last week, for our week 1, I went 11-5, you went 10-6. And that's where the season is at right now.
Yeah, I think that happened last year. Who won last year?
You won last year. Well,
Yeah, that's right.
for overall.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I think it happened last year too. So
Oh, you're talking about for week 1, yeah. Okay. So yeah. Okay, so let's start. So we didn't get to the Thursday game, but we can
I bet that the Eagles win.
well, yeah, they won.
No, I'm betting it right now. 31-24.
Yeah. They won. So it was a good game though, from what I heard. I didn't watch it, but I seen some
It
of the
was a very good game, actually, for both teams.
yeah, especially for Amazon, because Amazon last year didn't really have any good games last
It
year.
wasn't a good game for me.
Yeah. Um Hertz did good, which is good for fantasy, my fantasy. So that was
What's
good.
his first name?
Jalen Hurts. But yeah. Uh anyways. Okay, so good game, but now let's get to the first set of games here, which goes to the 1 o'clock game, which is my Green Bay Packers at the Atlanta Falcons, 1 o'clock game. Who's the favorites in this?
I want to have you pick. I want to see what your guess is. Who's the favorite?
What? I'm assuming the Packers.
No,
Oh no,
Falcons are a 2-point favorite.
2-point favorites. Um, wow. Okay. Interesting. Well, what I'll say to that is the Packers did look very good last week. Atlanta did look pretty good, but Atlanta are kind of more of an unknown team right now in terms of what they're going to be. Um, they are rebuilding out of Matt Ryan not being there for the past couple of years. Um, the Packers looked solid last week, and of course, we still own the Bears, which is good. But I don't know. I'm still kind of wary on this. I don't want to be too excited, but I am happy that we played pretty good. Um, I think we're gonna win. But I'm still cautious on this. I think we're gonna win 21-17.
I don't know what to make of last week for either team, but there's one definite that's been shown. No matter what happened last week, I don't think the Bears started the best running back because I don't trust Khalil Herbert, but the Packers got ran on pretty hard. I'm going to say the Packers lose to Tyler Algier and Bijan Robinson. I'm going to say it's 17-14 Atlanta victory.
Okay. Um, Alrighty. So next is the Raiders against or the Las Vegas Raiders against the Buffalo Bills. And I'm gonna
That was
assume
ugly.
I'm assuming the Bills are the favorites here.
8.5-point favorite.
Yeah, and they really should be. Because the way I look at it, well, there's a lot of things we could talk about last week's Monday Night Football from all fronts of that Monday Night Football game. But the way I look at it, especially after Aaron went down, the Bills should have easily ran away with that game. And somehow the Jets still won. I was throwing in. I was like, this game is over. I thought the Bills were gonna blow them out once Aaron went out. And that didn't happen. The game was actually competitive and defensive. And the Bills lost the game in overtime on a punt return, which really pissed me off, by the way. Um, I'm
An
gonna say the
illegal
Bill.
punt return.
Oh yeah, that's what I heard too. There was like well, it would have still been in field goal range though. Had they
It would have
called.
been a 15-yard penalty, which would have been for the leg whip, I'm pretty sure. But that doesn't listen. End of the day, the Jets deserve their flowers. They are the best defense in the league.
Yeah. But
Nothing else I can say about that.
that being said, I think the Bills get their revenge, so to speak. I think Josh Allen's gonna rebound from this one, from this loss, and I think they bury the Raiders here. I think it's gonna be 28 to 10. I think they put the backbreakers on them.
I'm going to go a little bit more for both teams. I'm going to say 38-17 Bills. Um, I mean, you are a Packers fan. He's a former Packer. You have to give some respect to Devonta Adam. And Josh Jacobs runs well, and the Bills didn't do well against the run. I think they at least allow 2 touchdowns, but I think it's 38-17. I think the Bills absolutely throttle the Raiders this week.
Well, that's why I gave him 10 because I think he'll get a touchdown.
But I'm saying 2 touchdowns. I'm saying one for Jacobs, one for Adams.
All right, but yeah, we will think the Bills will win. Okay, next we have Baltimore Ravens at the Cincinnati Bengals. Who's the favorite in this one? I gotta say the Raiders now, or not the Raiders. I'm sorry, Ravens.
The Bengals.
Bengals are the favorites. Oh, what is it like? 4 points,
3 points.
3 points. Damn, man. I mean, I thought it was gonna be a good game, but I don't know now. The Browns, man. I mean, and the Browns should have beaten them by more because the Browns looked solid. The defense looked solid in that game, but the offense was struggling there for a while. So that game could have been a lot worse for them until like they started getting going at the end there. But I don't know about the Bengals now after that loss.
Yeah, but hold on. As a Bills fan, I don't want to see the Bengals be good, but let's be fair. If we're gonna say the Bills can bounce back losing to the Jets, I think we can sure as shit say the Bengals can bounce back losing to the Browns.
Yeah, but this is the Ravens though. Ravens are always ready though.
Okay, and the Ravens played a close game with the Texans, did they not?
Yeah.
Dude, it's week 1. It's anything can happen, and like I for being a level-headed person, like I don't want to see. I would love to see the Ravens beat them because I'd rather see the Ravens in the finals than the Bengals. But the Ravens played a tight game to the Texans. Dude, the Seahawks lost to who? Like, it's week 1. I think week 1 is a lot of jitters. I don't think you can discount the Bengals yet.
Yep. So I'm assuming you're going with the Bengals then, right?
Listen, I'm not going to say it's going to be a blowout, but I could see the Bengals going 24-17. I'm going to say Bengals, yes. I still don't trust Lamar. The Ravens defense should have been better. But here's the thing, looking at last week, who should have the best game? T. Higgins. Who had the best game against the Ravens last week? Robert Woods. And he lines up on the same side T. Higgins does. So, like, T. Higgins should be a lock this week. I think Joe Burrow has a bounce back. We talked about this last week, how anything can happen in that division.
True.
You asked me that because we did say you said, are you going to root for the Browns? I said no, but it's that division. It's the same as the NFC North. Any given Sunday.
The funny thing about that whole thing last week was them saying that they lost to the Elves. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Listen, Jamar Chase ran his mouth, and Jamar Chase felt the wrath.
Those Elves. But yeah, also I think the Ravens do get the win here. I think it will be a touchdown game. I got them 27-20. I got Baltimore getting it down here with this one.
I don't say it often. I hope you're right.
Yeah. All right. We got next the Seattle Seahawks against the Detroit Lions, and I think the Lions are the favorites.
5 points.
5 points. Yeah. I'm obviously I'd rather see the Lions lose here, but I think the Lions are going to win. They look strong. They came out fighting against Kansas City, like you said. And you got that one right. Where not many people, I think, were picking the Lions to win last week. And
I won a lot of money on that.
fair enough. I think the Detroit Lions get the win here against Seattle. I'm going to go 28-13.
I don't want to be that guy, but did that hurt to admit that you think Detroit might win this one?
It hurts because they're in my division.
But that's why I'm asking it. That's why I'm asking. This is a tougher one for me because I think Seattle's better than they showed last week.
Oh, they look.
However, I do think Detroit is the inside track to the division. I agree with you. I don't think it's a runaway. I think it's like Detroit 27. We say Detroit 27, Seattle 23. That's what I'm going to call that at.
27-23. Okay. All right.
And if we want to note, Sam Laporta, the tight end, has a big day for Detroit.
All right. Next, we have the Indianapolis Colts at the Houston Texans. I believe the Colts are the favorites here.
You might as well flip a coin, Frank.
But are they, or is it just like
it's
one?
Actually, the Texans are a 1-point favorite.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yes.
Man, that's some no love here. The Colts actually did look pretty good. They actually led a little bit for a while against Jackson.
They led late.
Yeah, I know. They led.
But that's what I'm agreeing. They almost stole that game.
Yeah, so like I'm kind of surprised the Texans. I'm gonna go with the hot in this situation. I know it's coin toss, but I'm gonna go because the Texans looked atrocious against the Ravens. Against the Ravens last week.
I don't think so at all. That's the problem. I call me crazy. This might be the game of the week.
I don't know. I like the Colts here. I like the Colts. I thought they looked more impressive in my opinion on this. I'm going to say the Colts win 27-13. 27-13. I got Colts.
For the sake of going against you and for the fact that this is such a coin flip, I liked what Houston did last week. I actually, prior to our first show last week, went through and looked at the Houston schedule. It wouldn't shock me to see them hit 8 or 9 wins. I'm going to say Houston wins it this week.
Understand?
Yeah, Houston. I didn't think that Bob Woods would be as big of a part of the offense, and he had a huge game. They haven't unlocked the run, and I think their defense played well against the Ravens. I'm going to say they win it 24-23. I'm not saying it's a blowout. I'm saying it's a damn close game. We're calling the Texans by a point, 24-23.
You said 27-23?
24-23 by 1 point.
Oh, wow. Okay. Next we have the Kansas City Chiefs at the Jacksonville Jaguars. I believe the Chiefs are the favorites.
I like that you called them the cheats because that's correct. But yes, they are a 3.5-point favorite.
I wasn't intending that, but okay.
Yeah, but we all saw how they lined up last week.
Yeah. So I think the Kansas City Chiefs are gonna rebound. They made some critical errors against the Lions, which cost them. And I think they'll get that adjusted. I think the Kansas City Chiefs will get the win here. I think it will be like 31-23.
Listen, Frank, you know me. I'm a betting man here.
You gonna say the Chiefs go 0-2?
I'm not. That's the problem. I would love nothing more than to see the Chiefs go 0-2. I am a Jaguars fan. We saw that last week. I had my wonderful Calvin Ridley jersey on. He had a great day. However, nothing gets in the way of a pissed off Patrick Mahomes more. I'm going to call it 30-27 Chiefs. Like it is a dog fight. I think the Jaguars have a good game. The Jaguars cement that they belong in the AFC conversation. But the Chiefs kind of slap around and go, listen, last week's a fluke. It's still our division. Our conference. But yeah, I'm going to say 30-27 Chiefs.
All right. Next, we have the Chicago Bears at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Can you guess who's the favorite?
The Bears?
It is the Bucs.
Oh, the Bucs. Okay.
They're a 3-point favorite.
Yep. And I think that's pretty easy after the Bears' atrocious performance against my Packers last week. Justin Fields look horrible. The whole team look horrible.
I'm not blaming Justin Fields yet. I'm blaming the coaching staff, and I'm blaming the lack of energy. I don't think Fields can be blamed when nobody else is out there playing for him. It's really easy to blame a quarterback, but if nobody else is running a route, it's tough to complete it.
Yeah, it is a team sport after all. I don't know. I mean, I don't think either of these two teams are going to be competitive down the stretch. It's to me, it could go either way. I'm going to give Bucks the edge here because it's in Tampa, but I'm going to say the Buccaneers win 23-14.
For betting purposes, I would love to choose the Bucks. I have the Bucks winning a division in a $7,000 parlay. For realistic purposes, I think the Bears beat them. I don't think the Bears are the team that showed up last week. I actually am embarrassed, pun intended, to have seen them play the way they did against the Packers. I think the Bears win 20.
I mean, I liked it.
I know you did. You're a Packers fan. I have money on the Bears to win the division. So, I was sickened by it. I'm going to say the Bears win 27-14.
Okay. Next
but hold on. You would love that, I think. Of all things, this is a game. If the Bears win, you would be excited.
I would.
Do you know why?
Why? Because we're in first place.
Beyond that, you wouldn't be in first place.
Well, yeah,
if the Lions win, you still would not be in first place. But regardless, it would prove that the Bears are the third best team in the division, and the Vikings are a very distant fourth. If the Bears beat the Bucs and the Bucs beat the Vikings.
Well, yeah, I mean, basically the Packers and the Lions. But again, Packers still got a lot of unknown gray area But
who do you hate more, the Vikings or the Bears?
Oh, God.
That's what I'm saying. I've heard you trash the Vikings more in my life knowing you than I've ever heard you trash the Bears.
But that's mainly because the Vikings have been more competitive than the Bears, though. We've owned them. We've owned the division on the Bears for a long time.
Who was in the Super Bowl more recent?
Well, the Bears. Bears. Well, yeah, but again, we weren't competitive the year they went to that Super Bowl.
Yes, you were.
We were 8-8 in 2006.
Frank, in all the years I've known you, your Packers have always been a competitive team, and I hate saying that, and I hate owning that.
But when the Bears went to the Super Bowl in 2006 against the Colts, we didn't make the playoffs. We were 8-8.
Because Brett Favre is worse than Josh Allen.
No, it was we just didn't have a really good team that year. And the next year we did good.
On to the next one.
The next year in 2007, we friggin'
No, not the next year, the next game.
Colts at the Titans.
Nope.
Or I'm sorry,
incorrect.
Chargers at the Chargers at the Titans. Who was the favorite?
The Chargers, 3-point favorite.
Yeah, and
for due reason.
The Chargers were going high power on the Dolphins last week, but
the only thing that might change that betting line.
Titans are it's on and off the whole day against the Saints. I don't know. Something just tells me that the Titans are going to rebound for some reason.
Is it the fact that the Chargers are missing their starting running back?
Well, there's that too. But I just feel like this is kind of one of those trap games. where you think the Chargers are going to win, but in reality, the Titans will win because it's a rebound. Because they didn't look really good last week and are out for it. And I think the Titans will win. I think the Titans are going to get it. I think it will be 20-17. I think it will be maybe an overtime game. Yeah, that's where I'm at with this one.
After seeing the problem here is I think the Chargers have an equal defense to the Saints, but I think the Chargers have a better offense. I'm going to say the Chargers win 31-21. I think Justin Herbert finally has the big game this year. And I think Keenan Allen has a day.
All right, so shootout. Okay. Next we have the New York Giants at the Arizona Cardinals. Keep in mind the Giants going in this game with no points so far. What's the favorites?
Yeah. Giants Cardinals.
Yeah.
Giants are a 4-point favorite.
Well, that's interesting considering that they didn't even show up last week. The Cardinals obviously don't really have that much depth right now. I mean, they don't have really a quarterback. The Giants just looked awful. So I don't know where we go with the Giants because a lot of people thought they would be a lot better than this so far. Hopefully.
I'll tell you where.
What?
Giants are going to dismantle them.
Oh, you think? Oh, so you think? Do you think this is a rebound game for sure?
I think last week was a fluke, and I'm not saying the Giants are a Super Bowl contender. I'm not even going to say the Giants make it past the first round of the playoffs. But I think Arizona played above their means last week. I think the Giants win this one 27-7.
With the Cardinals' struggles and the Giants not really showing up last week, I do think the Giants are going to look better. And the Cardinals, again, don't really have that much depth for them right now. So I do think the Giants will win. I'm going to give it 16-13. I think it's going to be a minimum game, but in the end, the Giants do get the rebound here.
All right.
All righty. Next, we have the San Francisco 49ers at the LA Rams.
The Niners are a 7-point favorite.
Yeah, and the Niners, oh boy, the Niners really fooled us last week.
I didn't think the Niners would be that good, but I also have no faith in the Rams, so I think that should tell you where I'm predicting this game.
So you got 49ers?
By a lot.
Yeah.
I'm calling the Niners 31, Rams 14.
I think the Niners do win too. The Niners, I thought they were going to be kind of on a slow start, as I said last week, that we were going to be on a slow start before they kind of get stronger in the midpoint of the season. But they're hitting it on all cylinders already, even when I thought they'd be rusty. They looked really good. Purdy looked solid. I have no reason now to believe that the 49ers aren't going to contend right now rather than in the midpoint of the season. I think they destroy the Rams as well. I think it will be 34-10.
All right.
Next we have, oh boy, the New York Jets at the Dallas Cowboys. Oh boy.
Can you guess what the line is or who the favorite is?
Cowboys.
By how much?
Probably 7.
A little more. 9 points.
Wow. Yeah. Without Aaron Rodgers, they're not going to do good. They're going to have a good defense, and they proved that against Buffalo. They're going to have a good defense, but guess what? Last year they had a good defense, and they didn't make the playoffs. So they're going to have a good
I'm not saying they're going to make the playoffs, but if they're going to give lines like this for the Jets, I'm taking the 9 points all day.
Oh yeah, for a betting odds perspective, yeah. But I'm talking about like as the Jets as an individual team right now going to the playoffs. Like they're gonna have a good defense, they're gonna have a great defense, but they're not gonna get anywhere. Just like last year, they're not gonna be in the playoffs. And so for them, for the team perspective, it is a failure. But from like betting odds, I mean, for us, it will be good, but not for them. It won't be. I say the Dallas Cowboys do win. Defense will try to hold out as much as they can, but I still think it will be a 21 to 17 victory for the Dallas Cowboys.
Frank, I hate you.
What?
That
Why?
was the same score I was about to give.
For real?
Yes. I no matter what the Cowboys did last week, I do respect the Jets defense. I can't see the Cowboys hanging more than 21. I'm going to go 21-17 also. Like Zach Wilson didn't look bad against the Bills. He really did not.
Yeah, but can that work long term? Like he's not going to
I
have those games like every week. That's the problem.
hear me out. Hear me out. I was sad when the Jets got Zach Wilson. You know why?
Why?
The talent's there. It's not his fault. He's in a terrible town with awful media. And I say that as real as I can because I say that about the Giants as well. The New York City media is horrendous. You cannot expect a rookie quarterback, someone who has that much pressure on them, to be talented and kill it there. I feel bad for any quarterback. You have to be Brett Favre. You have to be Aaron Rodgers. You have to be a veteran who's dealt with the media to go there, to thrive there.
Yeah, and we see with Aaron Rodgers, he went out four plays, and you know, I was
Dealing with the media and pressure versus a fluke injury are two different things. So
well, yeah, but I say it was a clean tackle, clean sack, and it's just a really unfortunate injury at that point.
Why did it happen?
Offensive line sucks.
Nope. That's a non-contact injury, Frank. That's from
Oh yeah, I know
field.
that. But I know. Well, he was contacted when it happened.
But it was him trying to hold up and the way he touched the field. There's a slow-mo, you can see his Achilles going up his leg.
Yeah, the turf, which I find it hilarious that now everyone's like, oh, we got to ban turf, you know, just because
that they've been on that train for years.
But it never really made any headline. I mean, the AstroTurf, not as much. I don't really hear
the
it
last 3 years. It's been a real thing, really, because of the non-contact injuries.
The AstroTurf, I know they tried to do away with, but then they justified it with the field turf because of it doesn't get you as injured as much as AstroTurf. But I mean, it's still turf at the end of the day. It's still going to cause those type of injuries, you know. Where real grass, you know, well, besides the fact that it's natural and it makes more sense anyways for football, it's the better way to go for that type of stuff. Alrighty. So yeah, but yeah, where is that? So yeah, we both said the same. Okay, anyway, so next we have the Washington Commanders at the Denver Broncos.
The Broncos are shockingly the favorite. 3.5 points.
Shocking. I mean, I don't think it's that shocking. I
do. I would have. I think the Commanders looked better last week. I think the Commanders are a better team than they showed last. I'll start this one off. I think the Commanders win this one 21-14.
21-4. Okay. I'm going to go on the opposite. I think it's close. I think the Broncos are going to win. I like that they're kind of balancing themselves out better this year with the Broncos. They look a little better. I don't know where that's going to lead to them as a team overall, but you could see that there is definitely a difference with Sean Payton there. I think Russell looked a little more comfortable. I don't know if that's going to last, but it did look like he was a little more comfortable there. I say the Broncos win the game. I'm going to give it 17-14. I give it to the Broncos.
Okay. On to Sunday night.
Sunday night. Yep. Miami Dolphins, New England Patriots.
I think we all know who the favorite is there.
Patriots.
No.
Oh, okay.
Miami's the 3-point favorite.
Well, I'm going on the under here. I think the Patriots will get the win. I don't really trust the Dolphins overall. And I think the Patriots, obviously they're Bill Belichick, they're like they played a very strong game against the Philadelphia Eagles, despite losing. And that just shows again still that, the Patriots, even without Brady, they still can creep up on you as a team against even a powerful team like the Eagles, despite them not having a strong quarterback anymore. I think the New England Patriots will win. I think it will be 28-20. And I got the Patriots winning.
I'm going to say the Dolphins dismantle them.
Really? You think it's going to be that
Yes,
bad?
it's 100% going to be 38-17 Dolphins.
Ooh. All righty. Isn't that close here? Okay, so now they have two Monday Night Football games. First one is at 7:15. You got the New Orleans Saints at the Carolina Panthers. This is on ESPN.
The Saints are a 3-point favorite.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I agree with it. I agree with the Saints look really good, and I think with what they're doing right now, I think they're only going to get better as a team. And that division, the NFC South is wide open, and I think the Saints are going to really feast on that division. With it being wide open, you got Carr; he's feel more comfortable in there with his new team. All the other teams really in the division right now, besides the Saints, feel like a rebuilding team. The Saints feel much stronger because the only real problem they had was they needed a quarterback, and now they got their new franchise quarterback right now in Carr. So I think the Saints get it done. I think it is going to be 34-20. I think they beat the Panthers, and that's my pick on that.
So I agree with one thing you said. I think the Saints get it done. In terms of who the best team in the division is, I don't know if I'd say it's the Saints. I think there's a lot of openness. I think the Tampa's good, and I think Atlanta's good. I think Carolina is by far the distant four. I'm gonna
But in
say
terms
that
of quarterback power, they don't really have it compared to the Saints right now. I think so, at least.
I think the Saints have ways of losing games. I'm gonna say the Saints win this one though. It's gonna be 27-10.
27-10. Okay. All righty. And then the final game, which this one's on ABC, ABC and ESPN Plus, I guess. The Cleveland Browns with Brownie the Elf, going up against the Steel Curtain and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Cleveland's a 2.5-point favorite.
And they really should be. The Steelers got blown out. The Browns looked surprisingly good last week.
And the Steelers are missing offensive players.
Yeah. I think the Cleveland Browns get it done. I'm still kind of worried about their quarterback right now because he didn't really look really good at the early parts of the game. But I mean, their defense was solid in that game, and then as the game went on, they looked really good. The Steelers didn't really show me anything last week against the 49ers that would indicate that they're going to do anything good. I mean, it is division rivals, but I still got the Cleveland Browns. I got those Brownie the Elves winning this game. I got it 30-14.
Greg, you know me. My second team in the league is
Pittsburgh Steelers.
That being said, it's the Cleveland Browns 27-13. If Cleveland wanted this healthy, yes, I think I could find a way to talk myself to, or if I'm sorry, Pittsburgh wanted this healthy, and find a way to find or talk myself into it. They're not. They're missing 2 or 3 big players. Cleveland was firing pretty well the other day. It'll be Cleveland.
All righty. So yeah, those are all the predictions for all the games this week. Make sure to comment, rate, subscribe, hit that notification bell for all the latest contents. Also, guys, as I posted last week, we will be posting. I'm going to try to post as many shorts, YouTube shorts of stuff that we either get right or wrong or shocking turn of events. They looked. A lot of people really liked you getting the Lions one right. So we'll be doing more of that. as much as we can with the shorts. And yeah, is there anything else? The wings thing too. You still got your wings?
No, I think I'm good right now. Our wing things, we're taking a little break just because we did a lot of wing fest stuff. I mean, I am
Yeah.
right there. Team flats all day, but
Yeah. So yeah, look out for those things. Like I said, I'm trying to post them more. It's really hard to post them while you're doing during the games, but I'm gonna try to get those shorts out as much as we can. Uh, uh, and yeah. Um, sure to check them out every week. Uh, Send a comment, and I think that's it. And there's anything else, Kyle, we want to talk about quickly?
I think that's all I got, man.
Yep.
Good luck in your fantasy weeks this week.
Oh,
Hopefully you
yeah.
can bet. Going forward, I'd like to give a little more betting advice. I've done really good this last week, and hopefully I keep doing good this week. So
Yeah. Perfect. So, yeah, guys, that's about it. I am the SS Ultimate Goku. He's the Rain 48. And we're out of here. Peace.